If you're running a Shopify store, chances are that you are sitting on a gold mine of data. And in this video, I will show you how to benefit from this data by connecting your Shopify store to HubSpot. My name is Vlad, and I'm a certified HubSpot consultant. I help companies to integrate HubSpot with Shopify and various other tools. So what's the idea behind all of this? As this method fits especially well those of you who have an e-commerce store that sells goods that vary in the price range. So they sell some cheaper goods and more expensive ones. So what happens is that people come to your store, they purchase smaller goods, and you collect this data. Some people come repeatedly to your store, and there are some patterns that you can eventually start to notice and act on them. That's the data that you are collecting. For example, let's take that you're selling some home decor stuff, and you notice that the person, one customer, is coming to you and purchasing. First, he purchases some simple stuff, then he purchases something more expensive. So you can deduct from there, you can deduct first of all his tastes in terms of what kind of things he is buying. If you have a good categorization of products, that could be one thing. And another thing is that if he buys continuously, you can understand that, okay, he knows you, he already trusts you. So you can come up with an idea of what to offer him from your more premium, from your more expensive goods. And that's the basic idea behind this. I'm sure those of you who run their stores, you can come up with even more and better ideas. So right now I will show you two things. The first thing is that how to connect your Shopify store to HubSpot. And the second thing, what you need to do in order to start to be able to filter the people, the contacts, and I will just throw along the way some of the ideas of how you could be using this. Okay, for the sake of this video, I assume that you have already created an account with HubSpot. If you haven't, you just go to HubSpot.com, then click sign up, go through the process of signing up. It's fairly simple and straightforward there. And when you log in, you will see something like this. So what you want to do first is to go on this little icon that says Marketplace, and then there you click Apps. Here you search for Shopify. This is basically a directory of all the apps that allow connecting HubSpot to other external applications. And if you search for Shopify, you will see that there are quite a few of them coming up. And the two that are that have the most installs and the most used are Shopify by HubSpot. You can see that it has a little icon that it's HubSpot certified. And in fact, this application was made by HubSpot in collaboration with Shopify. And another one, Shopify Sync by Unific. And this one was made by a private company, but it's still HubSpot certified. Now, I made a whole another video where I talk about differences between those two apps, and you can go ahead. I will leave in the comments the link for that video so you can check it out. But in short, the main difference is that this one is by Unific is paid application. You would have to pay additionally a subscription fee just to use this one. And this one is for free. That was by HubSpot. Now, for this video, we will use the free version, the Shopify by HubSpot. So when you open this, you click Install App. Again, there's going to be a process, self-guided process, quite self-explanatory. You go through the steps and connect your Shopify store to HubSpot. Make sure you have admin access to your Shopify store because that's what you need in order to authorize HubSpot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So when you connect those two, you go again into marketplaces, and if you open connected apps, you will see, and then you open my apps, you will see that it will appear on the list of apps that were connected to your HubSpot account. If you open that and click on Sync Overview, you will see that it's possible to synchronize data. Most likely you will see that there is nothing synchronized yet. So what you want to do is you click Synchronize More Data. And here you can synchronize 5 different objects, namely customers, orders, companies, and abandoned checkouts. So you choose mostly what you're gonna benefit most is by synchronizing contacts, orders, cards, and products. But actually for the things that I will be showing you in this video, you just need to synchronize contacts and orders. So when you synchronize those, it can take some time depending on the number of contacts and orders that you have in your database. When you synchronize it, you will see that everything is in sync, and moreover, this synchronization is happening all the time. So as soon as there is an order created, a new contact appears in the database on Shopify, it will be synchronized to HubSpot. All right, so that's the first part. That's how you connect this. It is in general quite easy and straightforward. Just like anything on HubSpot, it's quite user-friendly, but there are of course details, and if you get stuck, feel free to reach out to me. I'm gonna leave my website in the comments, so I will do my best to help you out on that. Now, after you connect, what do you do next? All right, here you have it. You connected your Shopify store to HubSpot. Just like that, quite easy. Well, they made it easier, that's right. But that's just the beginning. Now you have the data flowing from Shopify to HubSpot. And the strength of HubSpot is that it is made for the basically identifying good prospects and finding leads, and then also after that reaching out to them and selling to them those goods. And usually HubSpot is used for higher ticket goods, and then it's used by sales representatives. Of course, there are many variations how you can set up HubSpot. It can also be set up for marketing automation. It's not rare to be for HubSpot to be used only as a marketing automation tool. But nevertheless, HubSpot has all the tools for sales outreach. And what happens now when you have all this data, first of all, you will need to do one small setting that will help you to filter out the data in an easier way. Now, for those of you who know HubSpot, and if you watch this video, there are many ways how to achieve those things, but I'm gonna show you one of those ways, and the one that I think is the simplest. Now let's take a look again at my screen. Basically what we have here is that first thing, we need to create an automation. For that you need to go, one more thing that is very important to mention right away. You have to have a paid plan. For example, Sales Pro plan would fit very well. And in order to make many of those things that I'm gonna be showing you in this video. So basically the first thing, you go into automations, into workflows, and there you click create a workflow. So the workflow that you want to create is a fairly simple. Actually, I will just give you a context as well for why you need to create this workflow. So the thing, what happens is that when you synchronize the data from Shopify, it synchronizes contacts as contacts, and then it synchronizes orders as orders on HubSpot. But more commonly used object on HubSpot is not orders, it's deals. And there are many properties that are already by default made by HubSpot for deals. That's why, for example, deals, if you open CRM, they are living here. While orders, the only way to find orders is to open, for example, contacts, and then you open this drop down and find the orders in this list. It's an object, it can be used. There are many ways, but deals, the point is that the deals is the object that has more power. Let's put it this way. Now, what you need to do is to create a workflow to create deals from objects. It's a very simple one. So you say as soon as you have an order on your database, in my case, I want to filter those that were paid and that are not canceled. And then you want to create an action that would say, I want to create a deal, assign the same owner, and I want to put it in a separate pipeline. I want to give it the order. I want to pass the price. I want to pass the close date. I'm not gonna go very deep because the video will become very long if I do this. When you try to set up this workflow, you will see that it's again quite logical and user-friendly interface. If you have issues, you know what to do. My contacts are in the description of this video. So when you create this workflow, after that you can create the lists that could be lists on HubSpot is basically like a filtered view of contacts, right? And to create them, you go into CRM and lists. Then you create a list, and you can create a list that would say, okay, I want to see every single contact that purchased more than one, and then more than one time in my store. That's a powerful list, right? Those are customers, or maybe you can want to say purchase 3 or more times. Those are loyal customers. They have a great potential to actually purchase from you more or purchase from you higher value goods. You set up a filter that would say number of associated deals is equal or greater than 2. Here you have it. Another idea is that you might want to create a list to say, I want to see everybody who has already purchased something of a greater value, and I want to try to sell to them again. So you create a list that would say that any associated deal of the amount that is greater than X amount. And here you have that list. And so as I said, then you will have it in a proper CRM, that data about your contacts. And it's very, very powerful because then there are also some tools that allow you to do sales. You can create sequences to outreach to those people. You can set up sales playbooks. You can call them from here. You can send them marketing emails. You can do many, many things. So that's the power of connecting Shopify to a proper CRM like HubSpot that allows you to filter the data, find the contacts who actually have a potential to purchase something bigger and offer this to them. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, then like it. If you don't, then dislike it actually. And yeah, subscribe to see more videos like this. And if you're interested and need help about HubSpot, feel free to reach out. I'm always there to help. Yeah, until next time, bye-bye.